What the
This is the second one of the hockey draft winners that went to Boston. I actually can't believe it. Like, who the hell would want to go to Boston? And who the hell would be a Bruins fan? Oh, just got a reply. They accepted our offer. It's official. We are going to be owning some new equipment. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
They just took our offer. We're excited about the deal. We finally got it done. It took some effort on both sides, back and forth. We're happy, the seller is happy, and I think now that the real work's gonna start. We kind of got the easy part out of the way.
I think it's a really good deal for us. There's a lot of good equipment there. Some of it needs some work for sure, but I think in the long run it's going to be very beneficial for us.
Things have kicked into high gear as yard expansion begins. It's all hands on deck as the crew tries to get the yard ready for the new equipment.
It's going to be a lot of work, and there's lots of tanks to get rented out, and we already have the tanks yet, and Dallas is already hounding me to get them out. I don't know what else he wants from me.
With our new acquisition and our huge amount of assets that we just got, we need somewhere to put them, and our yard wasn't near big enough. Our yard's pretty much full before we're getting all these extra tanks, and so we're expanding the yard. It's a lot of dirt to move. We got Caltrac contracting here. They got a hoe and a cat and a rock truck, and then we got a couple other end dump trucks that Greg and Dad are driving. We got about a week until all the gear shows up, and so we got to do it fast.
We are hauling dirt from Dallas's new dugout because he's actually putting a golf course out here, so he needs lots of water for irrigation. So we're just digging that, and then we're going to use some of that dirt to build our yard a little bigger, that shop yard. Hopefully we only have about 6 weeks more of hauling dirt and we should be done. At the rate this is going. Dad stops to talk to the cat guy one more time. I'm going to boot him into the pit. Got a little tense. You have to deal with him all day and then go home to the same house with him at night. It's not that fun. You get a little sick of him and his shitty attitude. Take it easy. Take her easy. Whole guys, I tell you, just no idea what they're doing. Yeah, it's been a tough year for old Greg. Things haven't been going quite my way. I had to move back in with my parents, which is not that fun. You can't even crack a beer around the house. She's just all over you. Mom, you guys are drinking too much. You can't have a beer every day. That makes you an alcoholic. I told her, you have a riot at 2 o'clock. That might make you an alcoholic, but this is just a beer. And it's 12:30, Mom, get off my ass. It's 5 o'clock in China. Yeah, and then she quit smoking for a month, smoked for 30 years. Now we're not even allowed to smoke in the house. How's this shit work? I've about had it.
Kathleen's been working here a couple of months. Since Tim's been jogging all the time and hasn't been here, we've had to have somebody come in and take over. So she is the new general manager of Rival, and she seems to be doing fine. She's caught quite a few of my mistakes.
I work at Rival and OSY. I do lots with Rival, the computer work, anything that anybody needs help with, that's what I do. OSY, I do a lot of data reports, TSAS stuff to get the tanks so they can go and get set up, and just odds and ends for OSY. Mostly his stuff that he can't find.
Kathleen, do you have that safety for that picker truck? Oh no, I got it.
Dallas tells me to print off tons of emails, and then he tells me to put them on his desk because they're so important. So I print off all these emails, and his desk is just filled with paper because that's where he wants it. And then he yells at me that he can't find something, and then 2 seconds later he finds it on his desk, or I'll find it every time.
Kathleen, where's that TSAS paperwork for Unit 10? Oh, never mind. Found it.
Yeah, just another day hauling dirt on my birthday of all days. Yeah, one day in downtown sales in a suit and tie. Next day I'm bouncing down this trail in a rock truck. Not every Calgary sales guy can say they do that. Gord keeps driving in the same track all the time, making these ruts. I keep telling him, just straddle it so you pack it all nice and level. Well, that truck that I'm driving is lower, so then I hooked my rad hose on the rut that he made, ripped it right off, lost all the coolant. The hose come off the bottom of the rad, and we might have lost 30 jugs of antifreeze in the new part of the yard, but I think it'll just hold that clay to get together better, make it pack easier. But we'll see. We got her fixed now, we're ready to rumble again. I had to spend an hour fixing that, so that's downtime. If he'd just listened to me, we'd have been good to go.
So Greg moved home with Mom and Dad. I'm not sure how that was going to go. I thought, honestly, what would happen is he would throw a party while Mom and Dad were gone home to Porcupine Plain, and then he'd probably start the kitchen on fire, and then Mom and Dad wouldn't have a house, and Greg wouldn't have a house, and they'd all be moving in with me. But that hasn't happened yet, and we're actually finding extremely, extremely great benefits of having Greg live back with Mom and Dad. He's been to work on time every day since he rides with Mom to work. That's been unbelievable. The other thing is he doesn't steal my lunch because Mom packs him a lunch, so he's not in the fridge all the time eating all my lunch. The third thing is I think he's a little more productive at work. Since Mom gave him a 10 o'clock curfew, he hasn't been out and about till well, I don't know, really, till it's time to come to work, I think, is what he usually shut her down. I think it's been great for everybody.
Yeah, I really find that bringing Tinder chicks home, it's a little awkward in the morning. Mom gets up, getting ready for work. Every day she's wondering, whose shoes are these? Whose 9-inch stilettos are these by the door? You gotta sneak them out the back so she doesn't talk to him. Gets a hair awkward.
Greg, hurry up and get in the vehicle right now.
I can't wait to get home. What's for supper? Making my favorite, KD. Think we can hit the bar on the way home, Mom? I need some enchiladas. That 30 minutes back to Luseland is gonna be a long drive.